Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, issue number 4. Let's dive right in. So we see here Mikey with Casey, the daughter of April and Casey, who is unfortunately not here anymore. They're leading some kind of assault against another enemy, I believe called Stockman. Like I said a couple issues ago, I'm not very familiar with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe and all these enemies. I know, you know, the enemies from the cartoons and some here and there, but there's a lot of info and other people that I have really no clue what they're talking about. Okay. Then, well, I must say, the art in this book it's very consistent. It's really good. It's been written by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird and Tom Waltz, and the artist is Esau Escorza, Esau Escorza, and Ben Bishop and Kevin Eastman. So there's a lot of people involved in here, and they are getting attacked by robots. And this is Stockman. And well, what is the reason for that? Well, I believe, I didn't know at first, but I believe they want to take over, well, it's clearly revenge, but also taking over his building because he can control, I believe, the power for the particular part of that world or from that area, and I believe they want to seize it, my guess. It's not very clear to me. Maybe there's some lines that I forgot in past issues, but I don't think so. Anyway, she is helping Mikey. Mikey's getting trapped here, and she says, "Don't worry, boss, I got it." Said, "I thought you to stay put." "You did?" "I didn't." "Terrible discipline, excellent initiative. Don't do it again." "Understood." "Yes, sensei." So, then we switch to, you know, a little bit in the past. Was this a couple of days ago? Maybe not, or no, not a couple of days, but maybe a couple of months. And she's training, and Mikey is getting the advice of his, how do you say, his dead brothers, macabre as it sounds. And he tried to teach her, and he says, "Show me, hit me as hard as you can." But also, you know, insults her a little bit that his skill is garbage and she can do it, and she's getting pissed off. And she says, "It figures, nothing but a child pretending to be a warrior," goading her. And she says, "Child?" And she's being pissed off. And then he says, "Your legs, weak, slow, but not as slow as your fist." And he throws her away because he's clearly the superior warrior here. But she is alert. She's not giving up. She is attacking again, and he says, "Okay, white belt quality kick. Okay, maybe yellow belts." I'm doing a shove here and there, and okay, he says, "Nice push." Anything to back it up, and then she makes a mistake, and yeah, he clearly, how do you say, beats her in seconds. She said, "You're wasting energy, running on fumes, very tired, and you're done. Please feel free to take this time to think about how all of you could have done all that differently." And then he talks to her, and she's a little bit still pissed off, but she says, you need to control your abilities more, you know, giving her, you know, valuable advice. And he says, but he wants to talk to her. Also, along with what happened here a moment ago. He says, "Look, the point is, I don't know you, and you don't know me, but you're practically family, and you need a teacher. You have skills, but a lot to learn, too much to learn. And I might be willing to teach you, but it's my way or the highway. No talk back, no attitude. I'll tell you what to do, and you do it. Got it?" And she is then all happy. Says, "Seriously, you want to teach me?" And then She hugs him. And then April comes in, who saw it all, and she's thanking him for, you know, for what she's doing with Casey. It seems that Casey has trouble connecting with people, and this whole teacher sensei thing gives her the connection that she needs to grow, etc. But Mikey is also a little bit angry, or, well, not really angry. I'm sorry, that comes later. I'm a little bit too quick. April wants to know what happens to Splinter. So Mikey tells him, and then we go have this flashback that we have seen in many comics again, or many issues. Well, many, only 3. This is the 4th. It's not many. So he is searching for Clan Hamamoto because, well, Master Splinter was from that clan. So he gets there. He's getting in contact with another master called Shinichiro. And he asks what's happened to his brother, I believe Donatello, and Master Splinter. So the master is going to tell what happened, and then we have another artist taking over. That Master Splinter coming to, you know, this how do you say? It's not really a facility. What's it called? Compound in the mountains? I'm not entirely sure. So he's been greeted because, you know, the enemy wants to have a you know, peace treaty between the Foot Clan and Clan Hamamoto. Sorry. And so they are meeting here in the mountains at a graveyard. And they say, well, this is a little bit weird for a meeting point. And they find it suspicious. And there is some kind of a, let's say, an ambassador that speaks for the clan. And he says, hey, where is Master Hiroto? He said he supposed to be here, you know, finalizing the peace treaty. And he says, well, he is doing other stuff. He's coming here soon. Well, of course, that's a trap. We all know that. And this guy is stalling. So Hamamoto is this Hamamoto? Sorry. Hiroto, I'm sorry. Is here. And Master Splinter kills immediately these deceivers. And he says basically, haha, you fell into my trap. You know, and that kind of stuff. And all his Foot Clan are, you know, hidden themselves, you know, beneath the graves. And they attack the Master Splinter and I believe Donatello, I'm not sure. And the other clan members of... and the art looks freaking great again, but also the action. I mean, this is another artist, but he is doing a really good job, man. I mean, the action looks great. It's a little bit too stale for me, to be honest. I mean, I wish it was more, I don't know, kinetic. You know, it looks great, don't get me wrong, but it feels like more standing still images than actually real fast-paced kinetic action. I don't mind, but it's more like nitpicking for me, you know. And then moving on. Master Splinter's pissed off. He says, I'm sorry, this guy here. What's his name? Why am I forgetting? Oh yeah, Master Hiroto. He goads also Master Splinter. He says, everything you know is gone and all that. Basically saying that everything, you know, like I believe Casey, maybe April. Well, not April, but you know, maybe at the time they thought she was dead. And his other children are dead. And he says, I don't have nothing to lose anymore. Come face me like a true warrior. Come meet your ultimate fate at my blade like your grandfather before you. So, and then his grandfather is, I believe, Master Splinter. Again, I'm not very familiar with the whole history. So forgive me if I'm having a couple of things wrong. And so he's you know, I want to say driving. What's the word? Horsing around now. He's not walking. Anyway, he's going with the horse to face Master Splinter. But there is also Arceus there. And I believe Donatello, but I'm not entirely sure. Says, no, you are too close. Something like that. But, Master Splinter doesn't, care because he wants to kill him because of what happened, of course. And then this is happening. So, not so sure Donatello protects his father and they both die. And then he says, Clan Hamamoto, rain hell. But, this guy is still not dead. He says, unhand me. The armor took the brunt. I will gut the rodent and his swords. With his own swords. Well, he says, the rat is finished, master. And so is this battle. We lost our advantage. Let's go. And then, this is the last part that we see. His brother and his father. Yeah, Donatello. I was right. Okay, I read it, but immediately forgot it because I'm so bad with names. And I'm sorry. But so Mikey here is hearing all the story, and he decides to go his own way, and he's going back to civilization, and that's basically what happened. And then April is very, very sad, but then he says something that I'm not really sure what he means with that. Maybe this has been hinted in other comics, but I'm not entirely sure. She says, sorry, I'm blanking a little bit. She talks about Casey, about the connection that she has with Mikey here, and she's very thankful. And she says, I never thought she will be able to connect with someone the way she has with you. You sure about that? Seems like our connection is by design. Your design. She says, what are you saying? Well, you got to tell me about Casey's extra abilities, April. I said, wait, what? Extra abilities? What are you talking about? And then it's been revealed somewhat that he told her, but did you inject her? Not remembering about injections and powers, and maybe I'm missing something. I'm not entirely sure. And she says, no, I never do that with my child. And she's running tests. But she says then like this. She says something like this. As far as I can tell, trace amounts of the mutagen DNA were passed on from her birth parents, which is she and Casey, who happened to have nearly lifelong exposure to it from the company they kept. Seriously, us? So what are you saying? Is there some kind of I don't know, is the Turtles and Master Splinter radiating some, I don't know, some radiation, low-level radiation, infecting her DNA or something? I don't know. I really don't know what they are talking about here. I'm just guessing. So it seems a little bit, like in certain comics when somebody is radioactive and that person didn't know that, or I believe there was also in a Hulk comic, and then somebody's getting infected and then, died. I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of this. He says, we contaminated all of you. You didn't know. We all didn't know. Look, she's basically normal in all aspects other than strength, speed, and her healing ability. And he said, does she know? And then, well, she's aware. She's different, but she's not really know about the whole thing. Until then, I need to keep this between us, okay? He says, yeah, sure, our secret. Okay. Then they go to the kitchen because they have a meeting there about the plan that they want to execute. So they want to go to Roosevelt Island, where this guy is that they need to finish. And it switches between now and then, back to the kitchen, having plans to, what's happening here on the battlefield, infiltrating, they're making plans, they're being attacked by robots. There's some high flyers here, they're getting shot. Mikey is taking care of these turrets. Yes, turrets. Again, going back and forth. And then we also switch to this guy to wait a minute. What's his name? Roosevelt, Baxter. Oh yeah, Stockman. So Stockman says, yeah, I know what's going on, because he thought he was a little bit invincible. And he says, well, okay, fire up the backup and send out the Mausers. That will put an end to this foolishness. And, well, going back and forth to the, how do you say, planning room or something like that. And they're coming up with plans that is not really good. So he is being forced to step in and help them also. But the Mausers are way too many there, and they're getting their ass kicked. Then April comes with the tank, and so using, I don't know, electricity to take them all out. And then crash into the building where Stockman is. Now, I was forgetting that there was some kind of a mechanical, how do you say, turtle? And there's only the head, and these two are sworn enemies. But somehow he locked himself into this robot head for protection or something. He's been dormant ever since. And now she's tried to jumpstart him and wake him up to battle Stockman or release his powers. I'm not entirely sure. And so he says Honeycutt. Well, that's the creature or the name or whatever is in this robot head. And so April says, come on, Professor, you've been in the dark too long. They're going to kill us if you don't. And then there's a spark. So Stockman comes, and he... and I love this. April, not very scared of anything, punches him in the face, but, you know, he has a robot body, and swatted her away. And he says, I'm going to finish you all momentarily, but not until I secure my prize. Whatever that is. And then this whatever it is in here says, you shall not pass. And then he unleashes his power, and it looks freaking awesome. I mean, he's ripping this guy apart. Look at this. So cool. So cool. And he blows him up. And then, I don't know, the head explodes as well. And then Zayton Honeycutt, that's the name of whatever this is gone. And now there's some kind of a nanobot taking over the whole compound and the whole, you know, facility, which leads to, you know, that everything else in the city is being affected. And so, yeah, people are now resisting and rising up, because now the androids that was controlling the city, you know, they are ineffective because they're not functioning, and they are releasing their anger upon them. Yeah, that's really cool. But, you know, this guy is not very happy about that. He says, I want to have guards. I want to have weapons on the streets and control the situations like that, you know. And the last thing we're going to see is that the city is now wide open, and they're going to attack it. And we see in the next issue how it's going to end. Yeah. Great stuff. Although I'm not very, like I said, I missed some information here and there, so I cannot really comment about that, if that's good writing. I probably think so, because the writing so far is pretty good. And then we have some, you know, some other stuff, and covers, and other covers, and more covers, which brings me in. It brings me into. I cannot speak normally anymore. I'm going to stop now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about it. I need to get issue 5, but it's really hard to get. I forgot that I, you know, need to pre-order it, and then it was so long ago that I have trouble finding it, a copy. So I hope I can find it and, you know, make the very, very last review of this fantastic series. Hope it pays off. Guys, thank you so much for watching.